Welcome to my first video tutorial. So today's video is based on hair. I'm gonna do a braid, well, a few braids. So we're gonna do about 4. So it's always the braids that are focused on the top side of your hair. And so the first one is gonna be kind of like a twist one that's super simple. Anyone can do it. You're just gonna twist your hair and then pin it on the side. The second one is going to be another type of twist, but we're going to be using 2 strands. So we're going to be twisting and adding to it like a French braid. The third one is a French braid type, very small at the top, small little braiding across the side. And the final one is another French braid, but it's reversed. So it's a Dutch braid, I believe. So you do it upside down, kind of backwards. Alright, so we're gonna get started. So I just have my hair natural, so I'm just gonna make the separation. So my mirror is over here, so I'm gonna be looking over there. Alright, so my hair's down. Now we're just gonna take a little bit extra on one side, so you can do it a little bit of a longer braid over here. And there we go, so that's all set. So for the first one, as I mentioned, it's just like a twist. So you're basically just gonna take your hair and you're just gonna twist it along and adding hair as you go along. So you're just gonna twist like this all the way down. You can see how fast it's super good for in the morning if you're in a hurry. You just twist it all like this, and then you can keep going as far as you want. You can turn it into a braid, a bun in the back, add the rest of your hair, or just pin it here on the side. Use some bobby pins, and you can just pin it like this, use a few, and then you're all set. So there we go. That is the first twist. Okay, so now that we're done the first braid, we're gonna move on to the second one. So as I mentioned, the second one is gonna consist of 2 strands, as the same as the first, like a twist, but we're going to be using 2 strands. So we're going to take our first strand over here. Now all of these braids can be done really in a classy way or really like messy and make it like quick. So you're going to take your 2 strands, cross them over, and then you're going to add hair on both of them and do the same thing again. So you just keep adding a little bit to each strand and you work your way down, all the way down to as far as you want to go. And again, like all these braids are really up to you. You can change them however you want. You can make them the direction go further down, or you can go more towards if you're gonna do a top bun in the back, or you can do a low bun, or however you want to arrange in your own way. So just keep adding strands to your hair and you keep twisting all the way down. So as you can see, so it's like a little twist. It kind of looks like a braid, but it's super simple. I don't even need to look what I'm doing. I just feel the hair and I add to it. And again, so you just keep twisting as far as you want to go. So this was just an example to show you how far and just show you the technique. So there you go. And then you can clip it wherever you want, and that's the second braid. Alright, so for the third braid, this is where things get a little bit more complex because we're going to be using 3 strands. So it's a typical French braid, but now it's just going to be staying along the fringe, along the top part of your hair. So to get started, we're going to need to use 3 strands. So we're going to take the first one, and I like to start them off really like with a really small amount of hair so that we can build, because you're going to be adding on to your strands. So you start off really small and then they'll get bigger as you go. So this one's a little bit more complex. So I have my 3 strands, so now I'm just gonna start a regular braid. So I start crossing. And once I've done the first sequence of braids, I'm gonna add to 1 strand and keep going on top of my hair. I'm gonna add on top, and then you keep going. So I'm gonna lower my head so you guys can see. So I chose to make this one a little bit more messy since I can't see it so well. So I'm just kind of going quickly, just feeling the hair and adding to it. And then see, this is okay if it's a little messy, then we can loosen it up a little bit. And there you go. So this is the 3rd braid, which is the more French braid style. And then sometimes I like to just finish it as a regular braid at the bottom. Or you can incorporate the rest of your hair as you braid it down so that it takes up all of your hair. So see, I could have added all this into this braid and then it would all connect here. So that's the 3rd braid. For the 4th and final braid, you're gonna start off the same way as all the other braids, and actually the same way as the one we just did, the 3rd braid. So we're gonna start with 3 strands. The only difference with this one is instead of doing our braid over each strand, our strands are gonna go under the other one. So I like to start with 2 for this one because I get lost with my 3rd one at first. So your 1st strand is gonna go under your 2nd strand. You're gonna grab your 3rd one, and the 3rd one goes under. And then as you add on, again, you're gonna go under. So I like this one because I find that it pops out more than a regular braid. The regular braid kind of just falls into place with your hair. So it depends what kind of look you're going for. So here we have the 4th braid. So it's technically called a Dutch braid, I believe, because you're going under. It's like an upside down braid almost, like a reverse. So now I'm continuing my braid as a regular braid, not connected to my, not stuck to my head anymore. So it's just going down regular. But as you can see, the top, you can almost grab the braid because it's sticking out of your hair. So I like that because, I don't know, I think it looks really nice, and this is the one that I do the most, so I have more practice with this one. So there you have it. Those are your 4 braids for today. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.